What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Vincent. Today we are back with another reaction. Today we're back to when female cops NANI? With the whole police department. Oh my god. She is dirty. Oh. She is dirty. It gotta be about 80 people on the task force. It gotta be more than that. The whole department. That means you got people on the computers. Like, that's how I look at the movies, at least. I don't know, but that means you got people on the computers. You got the people that's actually suiting up. You got the janitors. You got everybody in the department. Oh yeah, this lady nasty. So we finna get into this case and see what's going on. So let's get into it. Let's go.
Shocking findings of sexual misconduct rocked the Laverne Police Department. 5 officers and the police chief all fired.
Dang.
One of those officers, Megan Hall, became the face of the scandal and the target of nationwide ridicule, and she's now filed a federal lawsuit.
I received harassing and threatening messages.
The whole police department wanted her? I don't think so. You'd have thought she was Beyonce the way they were talking about her. Where Chin at?
Oh! On my phone daily. I felt like I'd been terrorized.
Over the past few months, there has been a lot of buzz on the internet about a scandal involving Megan Hall, a 26-year-old police officer from Tennessee. Megan, who works as a rookie patrol officer in a small police department in Laverne, Tennessee, has gained unexpected fame, but not for the right reasons.
Okay.
So what exactly happened, and how has she become an overnight media sensation?
She dirty.
Megan Hall, a 26-year-old woman from rural Tennessee, had a childhood that many would consider ideal. She had aspirations of becoming an actress, but life had different plans for her. Fate brought her together with Jedediah Hall, the son of a local pastor, and they got married in 2018.
She was married and she did this? She was married to a pastor at that? Y'all, like, is it me or is it like every time a pastor get married, like, it's always like some crazy stuff that go on, like, in a relationship? Like, something wild always happens. Why is it never like just like it just never seems to be normal?
Putting their acting dreams on hold, Megan made the decision to join the Laverne Police Department in her local community.
Megan Hall was 24 years old when she was hired as an officer here at the Laverne Police Department 2 years ago.
Okay.
Her plan was to have a career in law enforcement. She now knows that dream is likely over.
In the midst of all this, Megan's husband, Jed, found employment as a park ranger, and their outward appearances suggested a perfect life together. Their photos showcased radiant smiles and a deep love for each other.
Okay.
However, appearances can be deceiving. Recently, Megan disclosed that she and Jed were grappling with serious marital issues, which eventually triggered a chain of events.
No excuse.
The turmoil in their relationship led Megan to seek solace in her job, but unfortunately, she also became involved in some questionable activities.
Talk to me.
She engaged in intimate encounters with her colleagues within the police department. The individuals implicated in these incidents were patrol officers Juan Lugo Perez, Lewis Powell, Detective Seneca Shields, and
Bro, I'm sorry. It's not funny, bro. It's funny. I can't. What do y'all notice about these 4 dudes? What do y'all notice? Talk to me. Or these 3 specifically. They are the complete opposite of what she's married to. Bro.
Sergeant Henry Ty McGowan. All of them, including Megan, were dismissed from their positions.
They know they
Following the
wildin'.
investigation, 3 other officers, Patrick Magliacco, Larry Holliday, and Gavin Showborough, were suspended. Given the extent of their wild escapades, it was only a matter of time before the entire world would become aware of the situation.
You guys are gonna pay me because I was sleeping with your police officers, and I'm a woman, and I'm a piece of meat, and I'm hot, and I'm sexy. Said nobody ever but me and my lawyer.
However,
What is she talking
exactly
about?
triggered the sequence of events? It all began on December 12th, 2022, when the police department received a complaint. Surprisingly, it was the mayor of Laverne, Jason Cole, who discovered, through a whistleblower, that something deeply troubling was happening within the local police department.
What's a whistleblower?
The mayor received information that Megan Hill, one of the officers, was engaged in multiple romantic relationships with her fellow colleagues.
She just dirty.
Terms. It's a sex scandal going on in this police department.
These relationships didn't just occur during the officers' personal time in hotels, motels,
On the
and boat
clock?
parties, but also while they were supposed to be fulfilling their duty of serving and protecting the community.
Oh my
I
God.
remember while interviewing for the position at Laverne Police Department, they described the environment as a family. However, while I was aspiring to protect my community, the Laverne Police Department was not protecting me.
The investigation
What?
into this scandal was
Okay,
conducted.
hold on. Before I keep making jokes about this, is she trying to flip this into like a sexual harassment thing? Because I know she not. I know she not trying to flip this into no sexual harassment thing. There's no way. There's no way, bro. Let me keep watching before I make any opinions, but it's no way. 12 guys? Come on now.
By Andrew Patton, the head of human resources at the Laverne Police Department, and it uncovered some astonishing revelations. Megan and Jed's relationship was far from ideal.
That don't
Just
matter.
before the scandal erupted, the couple was on the brink of divorce and attempting to resolve their problems. Prior to the scandal, Megan had even misled her colleagues in the department, making them believe that she and her husband had an open relationship.
Oh, she's weird.
However, this turned out to be false information.
Hired as an officer here at the Laverne Police Department 2 years ago. Her plan was to have a career in law enforcement.
Just before joining the police force, Hall had a meeting with Officer McGowan at his house, who happened to be the original whistleblower who informed the mayor.
Oh, yeah,
Hall went to
snitch.
McGowan's place with her husband Jed, but things quickly escalated out of control. At McGowan's house, Hall and the officer's wife decided to play a game of strip Uno and ended up removing their clothes. Hall was attempting to convince her husband Jed to engage in a three-way situation, but he strongly objected and was understandably upset by the whole situation.
Strongly objected? Strongly objected? That is his wife, and he's sitting there watching her play strip Uno with another dude? Come on now, get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro. Hey, he should be embarrassed. He should be embarrassed. He needs to delete this picture. He needs to find whoever posted this picture and take it down. Bro, look at him. Look at him. He looks sweet. He's charming. Charming soft. Y'all know the toilet paper. Come on now. It ain't no way that he watched that girl play Uno. He heard them come up with the idea of strip Uno and was like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let me just let them do this in my house, the house I pay the bills in. Yeah, bro, he's soft.
Nevertheless, it was reported that Hall and McGowan engaged in kissing,
Come
and the
on now.
officer even shared explicit pictures of himself with Hall. Interestingly, the whistleblower himself, McGowan, found himself in trouble. Despite the overwhelming evidence, McGowan denied having any affairs with Hall. Consequently, he was fired from his job for lying during the investigation. Another officer involved, Patrick Magliacco, admitted to having multiple encounters with Hall. He disclosed that after learning about Hall's open marriage, both he and his wife, Amy, engaged in intimate activities with the female police officer. During the investigation, Magliacco revealed that he and his wife had been in an open relationship with Hall since the spring of 2022. This incident serves as yet another example of Hall attempting to involve her husband in activities he was not comfortable with. What actually happened was that Jedediah walked in on his wife, Megan, passionately kissing Amy. Once their secret was exposed, they attempted to involve Jedediah in a wife-swapping situation, but he adamantly refused, feeling uncomfortable and disturbed by the whole ordeal.
That's weird.
It's understandable that anyone would find such a proposition difficult to accept. However, the most outrageous events in this entire story occurred at a boathouse during Memorial Day. All the officers from the police department were invited to a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party hosted by an officer named Stats on his boat.
I know where this is going.
The officers brought their partners and even some of their children along. During the party, an incident unfolded where Magliacco forcefully poured vodka down Hall's throat while they were in the hot tub. It was at this moment that Hall suddenly decided to remove her top. According to another officer named Durham, Stats quickly intervened, preventing Hall from consuming more alcohol and discreetly covering her up to protect her.
It's kids there.
Both Durham and Stats claimed that they had never engaged in any inappropriate behavior with Hall. In a heavily intoxicated state, Hall even fell down a flight of stairs at the party before eventually having sexual relations with Magliacco.
Oh my God.
During the investigation, Magliacco expressed concerns about Megan's mental well-being. He disclosed to investigators that Hall had a strong inclination towards excessive drinking, and there was an instance when she drove home while under the influence after a party at his house.
Lock her up.
Magliacco also discussed Hall's tendency to express thoughts of self-harm and her statements about not wanting to be alone. According to the officer, Hall once pointed an empty gun at her own head and pulled the trigger, just to hear the sound it made. As Megan Hall's behavior unraveled, investigators discovered her involvement in steamy encounters with her superiors, particularly Sergeant Lewis Powell, who was also implicated by Magliocco. Magliocco informed investigators about Hall boasting to him about Powell's genitalia. Megan disclosed to Magliocco that she had engaged in oral sex with Powell while on duty. Her affair with Powell lasted for months, with the sergeant developing a strong infatuation for Hall.
Hold on, bro. I know I'm not supposed to be getting too much, like, I'm not supposed to be going too hard on the husband, bro. But I'm sorry, I have to. I'm watching this whole thing unfold, and they keep talking about she's, like, cheating on her husband and stuff. The husband has watched all this happen and has not divorced her yet? It's something wrong with him, too. Best believe he got skeletons in his closet. I don't believe him either. Like, bro, like, that, like, something's fishy about the situation. There's something wrong with the husband. Something wrong. But this lady is wilding. This lady is clearly crazy, bro. Like, talking about guns to her head, drinking and problems and all that. Nah, bro. Get her out of here, bro. She's crazy.
Hall was not keen on taking the relationship further and made multiple attempts to end it. Megan shared in her subsequent interviews with investigators that Powell even threatened to commit suicide when she tried to break things off between them.
Oh, yeah,
Initially,
I told you he was crazy.
Powell, who was married, vehemently denied having any involvement with Hall on several occasions. He attempted to shift the blame onto Hall, claiming that it was well known she had multiple partners. However, realizing that there was no way to avoid the truth, Powell eventually confessed. Another officer in the department, Detective Seneca Shields, initially denied any relationship with Hall as well.
All these black dudes.
However, under continued pressure from investigators, Shields eventually admitted that they had engaged in oral sex in the department's weight room while they were supposed to be on duty.
She dirty.
However, one affair that Megan Hall didn't bother to conceal was her involvement with K-9 officer Larry Holliday. Megan openly admitted to the relationship during her initial interview. She stated that her interactions with Holliday occurred quite some time ago. When questioned by investigators about his relationship with Hall, Holliday mentioned that he had once invited Hall and other officers to his home for a football watching session, which involved heavy drinking. According to the report, there were discussions about a potential threesome involving Hall, Holliday, and Holliday's ex-partner. However, Holliday claims that nothing of that nature took place during the party. Subsequently, Holliday eventually confessed to engaging in sexual relations with Hall on multiple occasions, noting that they would meet in hotel rooms for their encounters. During the investigation, Hall initially denied having any inappropriate affairs with her colleagues in the department,
he should be fired,
except for Holliday. However, she did admit to sending explicit images to other officers while on duty, including Holliday, Magliocco, and Officer Showborough. The report also stated that she sent foot pictures to Tim McGowan, claiming that he had a foot fetish and frequently requested such images from her. Additionally, her final affair was with Juan Lugo. Initially, Lugo denied any involvement in inappropriate acts with Hall. However, when Hall confessed to their affair, Lugo was compelled to admit his participation. The two met at a hotel after partying all night with their fellow officers at a Go Fund USA event.
Hall concedes she participated under duress. She's not saying she was raped, but adds that the salacious details made public of sex on the job put her alone center stage and do not tell the whole story.
She shouldn't have did it.
As a result of the extensive investigation into the scandal, it came as no surprise that Hall was dismissed from her position within the police department. Lugo, Powell, Shields, and McGowan faced the same consequence due to their violations of police procedures and their dishonesty during the investigation. Holliday, on the other hand, was suspended from his position for being honest and forthcoming during the inquiry, alongside Magliocco and Showborough. The aftermath of this scandal and the
I feel like none of them were honest at first. They saying they're honest, so they fired the first black dude for lying about it, right? Unless I'm missing something, y'all, like, y'all can let me know, but they fired the first black dude because they say he was lying about it. So they said, oh, you gotta go. You lied about the investigation. Okay. Reasonable. He's gone. He lied. 4 or 5 other people after him lied too, and they didn't get fired. Like, am I missing something? Like, they said they're at risk of losing their job, but it's like, was it because he was like a chief or something? They had to get him out of there? Like, I'm confused.
Subsequent terminations led to a significant loss of 12% of the Laverne Police Department's total personnel. Following the incident, Hall has recently spoken out and claimed that she felt subjected to sexual grooming by her superiors. This statement was made as part of a federal civil rights case that was filed. According to Hall's lawyer, Wesley Clark, she alleges that her peers took advantage of her and exploited her due to her struggles with mental health and her troubled marriage.
Looked at as a piece of meat to be sexualized and exploited.
I know what most people are saying. You know, you could have said no. I get it. But my response to them is that I did say no.
As the case progresses...
No, you didn't. You did not say no. Like, this is probably a touchy subject and all. You know what I'm saying? But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna let this go unseen. She's not finna not take no accountability talking about, I said no, it wasn't my fault. It's all on them. Come on now. 5+ people. It might have been more than that. It's just off the top of my memory. It might have been 8. 5 or 8+ people did not groom you. I would maybe believe your case if it was just one, but you are the problem. You are the only common denominator out of all of these other people. It's you. They're all different except you. What is wrong with you? Stop lying. You got caught red-handed. Dang, come on now. Like, she's sitting here trying to play the victim role. Like, get him out of here. Get out my face with all that, bro. Like, come on now. We know what you are. Like, dude.
Burrell Chip Davis, the police chief of Laverne, has also been dismissed from his position. An independent investigator revealed that Davis was aware of Hall's involvement with her fellow officers, but instead of taking appropriate action, he attempted to further conceal the situation. However, amidst the turmoil, the true victim in this entire ordeal is Hall's husband, Jedediah. Despite the challenges he has faced, Jedediah is choosing to support his wife and work on resolving their marital issues. Coffee County Sheriff Chad Parton, who is Jedediah's boss, expressed his admiration, saying, "I don't know how he's managing it. He's showing more strength than I have, but he's determined to salvage his marriage."
Who do you even turn to when the chief of police is sexually harassing you?
Now she's playing a sexual harassment?
When the entire system, including the chief, not only condoned such behavior, but participated in it. I was lost, and I felt alone.
Alright, bro. I'm not finna sugarcoat nothing. I'm just finna let it out because it's actually making me mad. It's actually making me mad, bro. This Karen is trying to sit here and play victim knowing what she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. No, ain't nobody take advantage of you. If anything, you could have possibly took advantage of your husband and the other people. You was taking advantage of his weakness. You're the real, like, leech. You're the real, like, criminal or villain of the story. Come on now. Like, what the heck? Dude, and your husband? Let me talk to him personally. Everybody move aside and let me talk to the husband. You are an idiot. You are dumb. Forget that marriage. It'd be reasonable if it was only one guy. Okay, I understand you want to save your marriage. You like this girl, right? Or you love this girl, whatever. All 5 fingers are up. 10+ guys. She's gonna offend again. She is dirty. You do not want her anymore. She is dirty. Give me my ring back. Give me my ring back. Like, come on, dog. What are you doing? You acting charming soft. Get him out of here. He's sitting here. Oh, we can work things through. I knew he was weak when he watched her play strip Uno, bro. He watched her play strip Uno. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, it's something wrong with him. And she trying to file all these sexual harassment stuff. Now, let me get on you. Husband, move to the side. I'm on your wife now. Let me get on you. You know what you did. You know 100% what you did. Stop trying to play the victim role. You got caught. You are a weirdo. 5+, 10+ dudes. I keep changing the number, but it's too many. It don't matter. You're dirty. At some point, we have to put the blame on you. It's not like, oh, no, please don't. No. Dude, 10 people? 10 people. Now you're trying to ruin their character and, like, tarnish their names because of something you participated in. I'm not defending them. I'm not saying they was good either. They were wrong too. But don't act like you weren't wrong either. It was 2 wrongs and that made a double wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Stop acting like you like a victim, bro. And I think it's making me more mad is because she's trying to pin it like on like make these black dudes look bad. You know what I'm saying? You picked them. You picked who you laid down with. Come on now. These black dudes, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just, I guess it can be a touchy subject. Y'all can say I'm being, like, biased or whatever, or like, whatever y'all want to say. But this lady, to me, is clearly wrong. she is dead wrong to me. I don't know what to say. Like like everybody in this whole situation is dead wrong. It's like I don't even think it's any victims in this situation. There's no victims. I was considering the husband at first, but he stayed, so he's out of there too. It's not even no victims. It's no victims. Everybody should lose their job. It should be equal. And another thing that I think is weird is that the black dudes only lost their job. The white dude didn't lose their job either, but they're at risk of losing their job. Like the only people that lost their job definitely were the two black dudes. So it's like, I don't know, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this situation. Am I going too hard on her or not? Like, y'all let me know. And y'all know, if y'all enjoyed the video, too much, the comment, like button, notification button, subscribe button, all buttons, because guess what? Girl, you dirty. We gone.